Monday reaction with Roni, and a very good win for Arsenal. Match week 1 is done out of match week 38, and we need to push for that number 1 position this season. Fantastic first half, I would say, or a good, very good first half. The first 15 to 18 minutes we struggled a little bit because a very compact display from Nottingham Forest. I thought they were good defensively, offered nothing really in attack, and it was obviously disappointing that we allowed Brennan Johnson to have a sneak in, and obviously Ramsdale making himself big, and then obviously Brennan Johnson fluffing his lines. But furthermore, Arsenal were in complete control, lots of passes, not all of them quick enough. Maybe you can say from the 20th minute upwards to halftime, the passing was with intensity, and we played with a great intensity, winning the ball back quite quickly. I thought Rice was excellent. Thomas Partey playing his inverted role was excellent. And then obviously the back three that we had when we have possession, they were good as well. And then up front we had Martinelli and Saka. They were absolutely brilliant, causing the fullbacks of Nottingham Forest all sorts of trouble, because remember, they play with a back five, very compact, tight together, and they were good defensively in the first 20 minutes. But Arsenal's quality shown once again there in that second 20 to 25 minutes of the first half. Odegaard had a good game, and Nketiah had a good game as well. Havertz a little bit quiet but did his job. And then obviously you had Rice and Thomas Partey that were covering the fullback roles when Timber maybe pushed up a little bit. Saliba had a very good game. Ben White a little bit iffy with his positioning, but it can be tricky playing the back three, especially against a low block team. I obviously understood why Arteta selected the team that he did. So obviously on this team sheet it comes as Ramsdale in goal, Thomas Partey at right back but playing the Stones inverted role, and then you obviously had Saliba playing as a left centre back but more the middle centre back of a back three, White right centre back, and left back / left wing back / left centre back Timber, who was very disappointingly injured in the second half, and that could be a bit of a concern. But I thought Arsenal were in complete control, obviously deserved to win the game. But then the negatives of the second half, a couple of things. There wasn't a real intensity in our play, let's say from minute 50 onwards, and then it seems like quite a few players were tired. That surprised me a little bit. I thought Arteta's teams would have loads of energy all the time. Sometimes it looked like we were controlling the game at 2-0 up, trying to, I wouldn't say preserve energy because it's the first game of the season, but just trying to manage games better. And I thought we didn't manage the game that well in the second half. And then obviously they had the chance in the 80-odd minute. Awoniyi, the striker of Nottingham Forest, once again scoring against us. So these physical number 9s that consistently scores against us, and the way that we sometimes defended. I think in the 70-odd minute they had a counter-attack or a quick break, where they were able to have numbers on both the right side and the left side because of the way that we're playing this inverted roles. Tommy Yasso coming on in the second half did okay. But I didn't like the way they at times were able to play through us because of how tired we looked, and it could have been a tactical thing as well. But there's still lots of tweaks that we need to do, especially with this inverted nonsense. Well, I won't call it nonsense because it's going to eventually work for us, I think, especially with Rice and Partey there. And then the substitutions was probably 10 minutes too late as well. And then, I was very, very irritated at the way that we conceded. But funny enough, we defended then better when we were a little bit under pressure, and it just seemed like we had another couple of gears to go up, especially at 2-1, where we fluffed our lines a little bit. We could have scored about 2 goals. The final ball not good. So once again it comes across to we are not killing off teams, and that's what Arteta said in the post-match press conference. First of all, he said, welcome to the Premier League. You can say that, but we were in so much control that we just didn't manage the game well in the last 30 minutes. The intensity wasn't there in the way we played, and I don't like this feeling where we need to score 3 at home to be comfortable. 2-0 should be comfortable enough. And then obviously conceded a goal as well, where their left forward or the left, I think it was Ilanga caused us problems. Once again, it's this Mancunian nonsense that comes into play. But Ilanga caused us problems on the right and on the left, and then he outran whoever was there. I think Ben White didn't know whether to track the player or go back because of this whole inverted thing, and him being confused between being a right back and a right centre back, and there was loads of space, and then a very disappointing goal to concede. 2-1. But loads of positives. The way that we played in let's say for 50 minutes of the game in terms of off the ball, a little bit disappointing, I would say. Not something to really worry about, because we don't want to take it where we are looking back to last season now. And that's the concern that I personally have, and that is why I am not 100% there with Arsenal with regards to the long-term road in terms of winning the league and all that, because there is still things that we need to sort out, but it's very early. I don't want to put the performance of the Forest game into the box of Arsenal haven't defended well in 2023. It is actually the truth, but it is a bit of a different system that we're trying, and we're trying things. Maybe it didn't work. Maybe we should have brought on Gabriel a little bit earlier and just played the conventional 4-3-3. Maybe that's what we should have done, especially with Nottingham Forest not playing that low block anymore. They were actually now starting to push. So maybe that's a little bit of a criticism, even though the performance itself should have taken care of itself. Should have been 3-0, should have still been comfortable. But when it wasn't comfortable, when it was 2-1 or almost 2-1, should have gone 4-3-3 and then obviously just kept the ball a little bit better. So hopefully we will be better from an energy standpoint over a longer period of time. Next Monday when we play Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, we were fantastic there last season. Crystal Palace was okay in their win. I think they won away to Sheffield. I could be wrong. So that's our next opposition. However, there's now injury issues as well. And we still haven't announced David Raya because the lawyers, again, are taking forever with the paperwork. But it looks like Jesus, Zinchenko, who else is there? Well, now Timber as well. So it looks like those three are not going to be there next Monday. Maybe one of the three will be. Maybe Zinchenko will be there, especially now with Timber very likely being out at least for a couple of weeks, if not more. So it could be a meniscus problem, the back of the knee. That's concerning. Anything to do with the knee is not going to be quickly. He's not going to get back quickly. So there was a positive spin on his Instagram in terms of back soon. We'll see if back soon is 6 weeks from now. So I'll take the 3 points. I'm very happy with the win. I'm happy with that first half performance. I was excited for the second half and then very disappointed because some things crept in from 2023 second half of the season, 2022-2023 second half of the season, where we ended up losing the league because of the way that we defended and managed games, which was very disappointing. So we need to kill teams off. I don't want to keep on saying this every Monday reaction, that we're not killing off teams. I don't want to be in a situation 2-0 up at halftime at Selhurst Park and then 2-1 and then we squeaky bum time, as they say. But we take the 3 points. Other teams have been exciting, but also dodgy in defense. Maybe less so Man City. I thought Burnley were fantastic, but Man City still comfortably winning, and all their things are still in place. Haaland still scoring, Haaland hungry. And then Liverpool, Chelsea, still don't know what to make of the game. That just took place. Man United's playing tomorrow night. Tottenham, I thought they were good in attack, but very weak in defense once again. Who else is there? Aston Villa got thumped by Newcastle, so Newcastle's going to be a big problem. They're buying well, they can still buy if they want to. And then from Arsenal's standpoint, let's hope the lawyer sorts out this Raya thing so that it can be announced. Maybe it's just the announcement that's the problem. He wasn't registered because otherwise he would have been on the bench. So he hasn't been registered as of yesterday. Maybe today and tomorrow he will be registered, and we will then obviously do the big reveal on Monday sometime. So we'll take the 3 points. Up the Gunners.